answers for the given questions. Question 1 sentence. Amar, Binod, Chand and me were all cited for contempt of court. Concept. The subject pronoun, I, should be used instead of me, because the sentence refers to subjects, not objects. The correct phrasing should be, Amar, Binod, Chand and I were all cited. Correct answer, B. Amar, Binod, Chand and I were all cited. Question 2 sentence. It is often better to try repairing an old vehicle than to junk it. Concept. The phrase, to try repairing, is incorrect because try should be followed by to repair instead of repairing. In this context, the correct construction should maintain parallelism between the two actions, to repair and to junk. Correct answer, B. To repair an old vehicle than to have it junked. Question 3 sentence. Vijayendra eats faster than me. Concept. The comparative phrase, faster than, should be followed by the subject pronoun, I, rather than the object pronoun, me. The correct sentence should be, Vijayendra eats faster than I, where I is understood as I do. Correct answer, D. Vijayendra eats faster than I. Question 4 sentence. I think everybody in this office works faster than me.
3 o'clock.
Concept. Just like in question 3, faster than me should be faster than I, because it is a comparison where I is the subject. Alternatively, works more quickly than I do is also grammatically correct. Correct answer, D. Everybody in this office works more quickly than I do. Question 5 sentence. Neither of the two boys' explanations were satisfactory. Concept. Neither is singular, so it should take was instead of were. The apostrophe usage is correct. Boys for plural possession. Correct sentence. Neither of the two boys' explanation was satisfactory. Correct answer, C. Neither of the two boys' explanation was satisfactory. Explanation and answers for the given questions 6 to 10. Question 6 sentence. Many people take spirituality very seriously and underscore about those who do not worrying about them and underscore them to believe. Concept. The first blank requires a word that expresses a feeling towards non-believers. The second blank requires a word meaning forcing or pushing someone to believe. Pride means a strong sense of self-worth, and appraising means evaluating or judging. Correct answer, B. Pride. Appraising. Question 7 sentence. Unless new reserves are found soon, the world's supply of coal is being in such a way that with demand continuing to grow at present rates, reserves will be B by the year 2050. Concept. The first blank should indicate coal usage. The second blank should indicate the state of reserves if consumption continues. Depleted means gradually using up, and exhausted means completely used up. Correct answer B. Depleted. Exhausted. Question 8 sentence. If you are under space underscore space why you tend to respond to stressful situations in a calm, secure, steady, and under W way. Concept. The first blank should describe a personality trait that helps in stress management. The second blank should match the meaning of calm and steady. Resilient means able to recover from stress, and rational means logical and calm. Correct answer resilient, rational. Question 9 sentence. Management can be defined as the process of organizational goals and non-human resources to add to the world. Concept. The first blank should be about handling organizational goals. The second blank should indicate a structured improvement process. Managing means controlling or handling, and purposefully means with intention. Correct answer B. Managing purposefully. Question 10 sentence. If you are an introvert, you vertical T to prefer working alone and, if possible, will vertical space T towards projects where you can work by yourself with as few people as possible. Concept. The first blank should indicate a natural tendency. The second blank should indicate moving towards a preferred state. Advocate means to support or naturally lean towards, and move suggests a preference for working alone. Correct answer D. Advocate. Move. Final answers. B. Binod, Chand and I were all cited. B. To repair an old vehicle than to have it junked. D. Vijendra eats faster than I. D. Everybody in this office works more quickly than I do. C. Neither of the two boys' explanation was satisfactory. B. Pride. Appraising. B. Depleted. Exhausted. A. Resilient. Rational. B. Managing. Purposefully. D. Advocate. Move. Explanation and answer for question 11. Given statement. Any person who uses words ambiguously cannot become a journalist. This is because journalistic reporting cannot invite artistic interpretation. Concept. The statement establishes a relationship between using words ambiguously and artistic interpretation. The conclusion depends on a logical assumption that connects ambiguous wording with artistic interpretation. The correct assumption should logically support the argument and allow the conclusion to be valid. Analysis of answer choices. No person who invites artistic interpretation can use words ambiguously. Incorrect. This statement reverses the relationship by saying that inviting artistic interpretation prevents ambiguous wording. However, the argument states that ambiguity leads to artistic interpretation, not the other way around. B. Any person who uses words ambiguously will invite artistic interpretation in their reporting. Correct. This assumption directly supports the conclusion. If ambiguous wording always leads to artistic interpretation, and journalistic reporting cannot include artistic interpretation, then it logically follows that people who use words ambiguously cannot be journalists. C. Any journalist who invites artistic interpretation will sometimes use words ambiguously. Incorrect. The statement suggests a partial relationship rather than a strict one, making the conclusion uncertain. D. Either a journalist uses words ambiguously, or that journalist invites artistic interpretation. Incorrect. This is a false dilemma. The argument does not present these two conditions as the only possibilities. Final answer. B. Any person who uses words ambiguously will invite artistic interpretation in their reporting. Explanation and answers for questions 12 to 15. Question 12. Sentence 1. The college affected. A. Effected. B. A new policy on leave encashment by teachers. Concept. Affect. Verb. Means to influence or impact. Effect. Verb. Means to bring about or cause something to happen. Since the sentence talks about implementing a policy, the correct word is effected. B. Sentence 2. The rationale. A. Rational. B. Behind current curricula is that students need to learn language and thinking skills, not specific information. Concept. Rationale. Noun. Means the reasoning or justification for something. Rational. Adjective. Means logical or reasonable. Since we are referring to the reasoning behind curricula, the correct word is rationale. A. Correct answer. B. A. Question 13. Sentence 1. Our confidence in cricket has been seriously undermined. A. Underrated. B. By the recent match-fixing scandal. Concept. Undermine. Means to weaken or damage gradually. Underrate. Means to underestimate the importance of something. Since a scandal weakens confidence, the correct word is undermined. A. Sentence 2. Is valid. A. Vapid. B. Talk failed to impress the investors. Concept. Valid. Means logically correct or reasonable. Vapid. Means dull, lacking substance. Since the speech failed to impress, the correct word is vapid. B. Sentence 3. It was so hot that he walked in the shade. A. Shadow. B. Of the tree. Concept. Shade. Means an area of darkness created by blocking light. Correct for general reference. Shadow refers to the outline of an object blocking light. Since shade of a tree is the correct expression, shade. A. Is correct. Correct answer. Aba. Question 14. Sentence 1. She demonstrated imminent. A. Eminent. B. Good sense in her dress and behavior. Concept. Imminent. Means about to happen soon. Eminent means famous, respected, or distinguished. Since good sense refers to wisdom or distinction, eminent B is correct. Sentence 2. The thunder was heard immediately, A. Imminently, B. After they saw lightning. Concept: immediately means without delay. Imminently means soon to happen. Since thunder follows lightning instantly, immediately, A is correct. Sentence 3. Her nervousness was obvious with her forehead damp, A. Dank, B. With perspiration. Concept: damp means slightly wet. Dank means unpleasantly wet or humid. Since perspiration is a normal condition, damp A is correct. Correct answer: Ba. Question 15 Sentence 1. The warp A. Woof B. of India's economic structure is still agriculture. Concept: warp and woof refers to the foundational structure of something. Warp A refers to the essential framework. Since the structure of the economy is discussed, warp A is correct. Sentence 2. My friend always does the opposite of a foe. A. What? B. I advise him. Concept: what is the correct relative pronoun to refer to the object of the sentence. A foe is incorrect. The correct word is what? B. Sentence 3. Compact discs with prurient A. Prudish B. content are secretly in circulation in the assembly. Concept: prurient means having excessive interest in sexual matters. Prudish means excessively proper or conservative. Since the discs are being circulated secretly, the correct word is prurient. A. Correct answer: Aba. Final answers: B. A. Aba, Ba, Aba. Explanation and answers for questions 16 to 19. Question 16 given first sentence. S1 There was a time Egypt faced economic crisis. Concept: the paragraph discusses Egypt's economic crisis and the role of cotton in overcoming it. P. Cotton is the chief export commodity of Egypt. This sentence logically follows S1 because it explains Egypt's major economic product. Q. Foreign trade depends on cultivation of cotton on large scale. This follows P as it connects cotton to foreign trade. R. It became necessary for Egypt to boost cotton crops. This follows Q because boosting cotton production is the solution. S. Only by means of increasing foreign trade Egypt could survive. This concludes the paragraph by stating the solution to the economic crisis. Correct order: PQRS answer B. PQRS question 17 given first sentence. S1 Exercising daily is a must for good health. Concept: the paragraph discusses the necessity of exercise and how it does not always require money. P. Luckily, there is no link between the amount of money spent and beneficent exercise, else the poor would have creaking bodies. This logically follows S1 because it highlights exercise is not costly. Q. While some cost you nothing, others may require the investment of some amount of money. This supports P by explaining some exercises cost money while others don't. R. However, it is important to remember that exercises should not be overdone. This adds a cautionary note, stating exercises should be balanced. S. It can take any form from sedentary ones like walking to vigorous workouts like a game of squash. This concludes by providing examples of exercises. Correct order. PQSR answer. A. PQSR question 18 given first sentence. S1 Urban problems differ from state to state and city to city. Concept. The paragraph discusses common urban problems. Q. The population in these cities has grown beyond the planner's imagination. This follows S1 because urban problems are linked to population growth. P. Most of the cities have neither water nor the required pipelines. This logically follows Q because lack of resources is a direct urban problem. S. Only broad macro planning was done for such cities, without envisaging the future growth, and this has failed to meet the requirements. This follows P. Explaining poor planning worsened the issues. R. However, certain basic problems are common to all cities. This concludes by generalizing urban problems. Correct order. RQPS answer. D. RQPS question 19 given first sentence. S1 Satyajit Ray made several films for children. Concept. The paragraph discusses Ray's contribution to children's films. R. This was at a time when no director considered children as potential audience. This follows S1 because Ray was a pioneer in this area. S. Ray was, thus, a pioneer in the field. This logically follows R, reinforcing his pioneering role. Q. Today other nations are making children's films in a big way. This follows S, showing how Ray's work influenced the world. P. Later filmmakers have followed his lead. This concludes the paragraph by stating his legacy continues. Correct order. RSQP answer. D. RSQP final answers. B. PQRS. A. PQSR. D. RQPS. D. RSQP explanation and answers for questions 20 and 21. Question 20 given argument. The speaker argues that Hindi should be the official language of India. The reason given is that spending money on printing documents in multiple languages is wasteful. The speaker suggests that people across India should learn Hindi as soon as possible. Concept. To weaken the speaker's argument, we need to find an option that proves the necessity of multiple languages in India or challenges the assumption that Hindi should be the only official language. Analysis of answer choices. The government currently translates official documents into more than 18 languages. Weakens the argument because it proves that multilingualism is already in practice, showing its necessity. B. Hindi is the most difficult language in the world to speak. Irrelevant because difficulty does not necessarily mean it shouldn't be the official language. See, most people who travel across India learn Hindi within 5 years. Strengthens the argument because it suggests that people can easily adapt to Hindi. D. People who are multilingual usually pay maximum taxes. Irrelevant because tax payments do not relate to language policy. Correct answer. The government currently translates official documents into more than 18 languages. This directly weakens the speaker's argument by showing that India already functions with multiple languages, making the argument for Hindi only less valid. Question 21. Given argument, the speaker argues for making Hindi the official language of India based on the idea of efficiency and cost cutting. The passage given states that since India contributes the maximum amount to the UN, Hindi should be the official language of the UN. Concept. We need to identify the relationship between the given passage and the UN example. The correct answer will classify whether the UN argument is similar, contradictory, or unrelated to the speaker's argument. Analysis of answer choices. The point above contradicts the speaker's argument. Incorrect. The UN argument does not oppose the speaker's view, it actually follows the same reasoning pattern. B. The point above extends the speaker's argument. Incorrect. The UN example is a separate but similar argument. It does not build upon the speaker's specific point about Hindi in India. C. The point above is similar to the speaker's argument. Correct. Both arguments use the same logic, that the majority contributor or majority population should determine the official language. D. The point above concludes the speaker's argument. Incorrect. The argument about the UN is not a direct conclusion of the speaker's statement about Hindi in India. Correct answer. C. The point above is similar to the speaker's argument. Both arguments use similar reasoning, that the most influential group should dictate language policy. Final answers. A. The government currently translates official documents into more than 18 languages. C. The point above is similar to the speaker's argument. Explanation and answers for questions 22 to 25. Question 22. Given statement. No junk food, no cancer. Concept. The passage states that a fiber-rich diet can reduce some types of cancer. However, it does not say that avoiding junk food entirely prevents cancer. The passage suggests fortifying junk food with fiber, not eliminating it. Analysis of answer choices. The statement cannot be logically inferred from the passage. Correct. The passage does not claim all cancer is caused by junk food. B. The statement is a logical inference from the passage above. Incorrect. The passage never states that junk food is the sole cause of cancer. C. The passage has contradicting statements. Incorrect. There is no contradiction. It just does not fully support the statement. D. None of the above. Incorrect. A. Is correct. Correct answer. The statement cannot be logically inferred from the passage. Question 23. Given statements. Cancer is a modern disease. 2. Modern lifestyle and eating habits may have increased risk of cancer. Concept. The passage states that modern lifestyle and diet have resulted in increased junk food consumption, which may increase cancer risk. However, the passage does not say cancer is a modern disease. Analysis of answer choices. Both I and II can be logically inferred. Incorrect. Cancer has existed for centuries. The passage does not claim it is a modern disease. B. Neither I nor II can be logically inferred. Incorrect. While I cannot be inferred, II is stated in the passage. C. Only I can be logically inferred. Incorrect. I is not stated. D. Only II can be logically inferred. Correct. The passage states that modern lifestyle and diet may increase cancer risk. Correct answer. D. Only II can be logically inferred from the above passage. Question 24. Given statement. Teenagers respond better when values are communicated in ways they enjoy, such as music, sports, and movies. They dislike direct lecturing. Concept. The passage suggests that teaching teenagers through engaging activities is more effective than formal instruction. Analysis of answer choices. Everything cannot be taught in schools and colleges. Incorrect. The passage does not claim everything cannot be taught in schools. B. Subtlety and sensitivity would help in reaching out to teenagers. Correct. The passage emphasizes using methods teenagers enjoy rather than strict lectures. C. Being young, teenagers tend to have short attention spans. Long-term issues must be communicated in special ways, which they can be attracted to. Correct. The passage suggests using engaging methods to make lessons stick. D. B. And C. Both. Correct. Both B. and C. correctly summarize the passage. Correct answer. D. B. and C. both. Question 25. Given argument. The passage claims that brushing teeth regularly removes plaque and prevents cavities. It suggests fluorides are unnecessary. Concept. The argument assumes fluorides are not needed just because brushing removes plaque. However, fluoride toothpaste is scientifically proven to prevent cavities. Analysis of answer choices. Brushing with fluoride toothpaste has been shown to reduce tooth decay. Correct. This challenges the passage's claim that fluoride is unnecessary. B. The fact that brushing will reduce tooth decay does not show that fluorides are of no value. Correct. Just because brushing helps does not mean fluoride has no effect. C. Few people adequately remove plaque by brushing. Irrelevant. The passage focuses on fluoride versus brushing, not how well people brush. D. People have plaque on their teeth most of the time. Irrelevant. The passage does not discuss how often plaque remains. Correct answer. B. The fact that brushing will reduce tooth decay does not show that fluorides are of no value. Final answers. A. The statement cannot be logically inferred from the passage. D. Only two can be logically inferred from the above passage. D. B. And C. Both. B. The fact that brushing will reduce tooth decay does not show that fluorides are of no value. Explanation and answers for questions 26 to 30. Concept of classification. F. Fact, a known truth, direct observation, or something already established. J. Judgment and opinion, belief, or prediction based on estimation. I. Inference, a logical deduction based on given facts. Question 26. If India has embarked on the liberalization route, she cannot afford to go back. Inference. I. A logical conclusion that liberalization should not be reversed. B. Under these circumstances, being an active supporter of WTO policies will be a good idea. Judgment. J. An opinion about supporting WTO policies. C. The WTO is a truly global organization aiming at free trade. Fact. F. A well-known reality about WTO. D. Many member countries have already drafted plans to simplify tariff structures. Fact. F. A verifiable statement about WTO members. Correct classification. IJFF. Answer. C. IJFF. Question 27. The minister definitely took the wrong step. Judgment. J. A subjective statement evaluating the minister's action. B. Under the circumstances, he had many other alternatives. Inference. I. A logical conclusion based on available alternatives. C. The Prime Minister is embarrassed due to the minister's decision. Fact. F. A directly observable event. D. If he has put the government in jeopardy, the minister must resign. Judgment. J. A subjective statement proposing resignation. Correct classification. JFUJ. Answer. B. JFUJ. Question 28. The ideal solution will be to advertise aggressively. Judgment. J. A suggestion or opinion about advertising. B. One brand is already popular amongst the youth. Fact. F. A direct observation about brand popularity. C. Reducing prices will mean trouble as our revenues are already dwindling. Inference. I. A logical conclusion about reducing prices and declining revenue. D. The correct solution will be to consolidate by aggressive marketing. Judgment. J. A suggestion based on opinion. Correct classification. JFE. Answer. A. JFE. Question 29. If democracy is to survive, the people must develop a sense of consumerism. Inference. I. A logical assumption about consumerism supporting democracy. B. Consumerism has helped improve the quality of goods in certain countries. Fact. F. A verifiable claim about consumerism. C. The protected environment in our country is helping local manufacturers. Fact. F. A real-world observation about economic protectionism. D. The quality of goods suffers if the manufacturers take undue advantage of this. Judgment. J. A statement based on opinion. Correct classification, IFFJ. Answer, D. IFFJ. Question 30. Unless the banks agree to a deferment of interest, we cannot show profits this year. Inference, I. A logical conclusion based on interest deferment. B. This would not have happened had we adopted a stricter credit scheme. Judgment, J. A hypothetical assumption. C. The revenues so far cover only the cost and salaries. Fact, F. A directly verifiable financial statement. D. Let us learn a lesson. We cannot make profits without complete control over credit. Inference, I. A logical conclusion from financial data. Correct classification, IJFI. Answer, A. IJFI. Final answers, C. IJFF, B. JFJ, A. JFI, D. IFFJ, A. IJFI. Explanation and answers for questions 31 to 36. Question 31. Given sentence, conventional education makes independent thinking extremely difficult. To be different from the group or to resist environment is not easy and is often risky as long as we worship success. Concept. The sentence discusses the difficulty of independent thinking in conventional education. The second sentence warns against conformity. Analysis of answer choices. Creativity is crushed by orthodoxy. Correct. This matches the idea that conventional education discourages independent thinking. B. Innovative thinking is the key. Incorrect. This does not relate to the difficulty of independent thinking. C. This has ruined many careers. Incorrect. The focus is on education, not careers. D. Conformity leads to mediocrity. Incorrect. Though related, it does not directly address the sentence structure. Correct answer. Creativity is crushed by orthodoxy. Question 32. Given sentence, though there is a higher and wider significance to life, of what value is our education if we never discover it? We may be highly educated, but if we are without deep integration of thought and feeling, our lives are incomplete, contradictory and torn with many fears. Concept. The sentence suggests that mere education is insufficient without personal growth and integration. Analysis of answer choices. The well-educated are ignoramus louts. Incorrect. Too harsh and unrelated to the passage. B. As long as education does not cultivate an integrated outlook on life, it has very little significance. Correct. Matches the passage's message about the importance of integrated thought and feeling. C. Integrity is the key to spiritual evolution. Incorrect. The passage does not mention spirituality. D. It has been rightly remarked, I never let school interfere in my education. Incorrect. This is a quote, not an explanation. Correct answer, B. As long as education does not cultivate an integrated outlook on life, it has very little significance. Question 33. Given sentence, The function of education is to create human beings who are integrated and therefore intelligent. We may take degrees and be mechanically efficient without being intelligent. Intelligence is not mere information. It is not derived from books, nor does it consist of clever self-defensive responses and aggressive assertions. Concept. The sentence criticized traditional education for focusing on mechanical efficiency rather than true intelligence. Analysis of answer choices. Education should help us to discover lasting values so that we do not merely cling to formulas or repeat slogans. Correct. This aligns with the passage's argument against rote learning. B. Education should not encourage the individual to conform to society or to be negatively harmonious with it. Incorrect. The passage does not discuss societal conformity. C. One who has not studied may be more intelligent than the learned. Incorrect. The passage discusses education's flaws, not uneducated people. D. Unfortunately, the present system of education is making us subservient, mechanical and deeply thoughtless. Incorrect. Though related. This does not directly explain the given passage. Correct answer. Education should help us to discover lasting values so that we do not merely cling to formulas or repeat slogans. Question 34. Given sentence. Politicians may be corrupt, but have to seek re-election, and to that extent are accountable to voters. But civil servants are virtually unsackable, unaccountable and widely corrupt. You cannot change this overnight. Concept. The passage criticized the lack of accountability in civil service and suggests a need for reform. Analysis of answer choices. However, you can create jobs for the unemployed. Incorrect. This is unrelated to civil service accountability. B. So, go easy on making temporary workers permanent. Incorrect. The passage does not discuss temporary workers. C. But you can hold the growth of unsackable, unaccountable staff. Correct. This directly addresses the problem in the passage. D. So, devise safeguards against false accusations. Incorrect. The passage focuses on corruption, not false accusations. Correct answer. C. But you can hold the growth of unsackable, unaccountable staff. Question 35. Given sent widgets pane, widgets, web content region, widgets. Widgets. Add widgets. Heading level 2 Igma my location more options sunny, widget. Sunny. 31 degrees Celsius. 31 degrees Celsius. Sunset 6:15 p. Settings window. Document 1. Word window. Sentence. The grand sweep of history has become a much overused cliché. It incorporated the belief that change stemmed from big ideas that motivated individuals, classes and nations. Concept. The sentence criticized the overemphasis on big ideas in historical narratives. Analysis of answer choices. The Bolshevik Revolution, whose impact dominated the 20th century, was prompted by disillusionment among the proletariat. Incorrect. This supports big ideas, contradicting the passage. B. This finds support in Nami's view that big ideas are less important than mundane and even base considerations. Correct. This supports the passage's skepticism about big ideas. C. Mass movements cannot be judged by pronouncements of those who manage to flinch them. Incorrect. Unrelated to big ideas versus mundane factors. D. Thus, the French Revolution happened because the idea of liberty, equality and fraternity motivated people to overturn the decrepit absolute monarchy. Incorrect. This supports big ideas, contradicting the passage. Correct answer. B. This finds support in Nami's view that big ideas are less important than mundane and even base considerations. Question 36. Given sentence: a country that retains the death penalty needs constantly to fine-tune its clemency jurisprudence as the second best option. The Supreme Court's latest verdict on death row convicts is a thoughtful exposition of the law in this regard. Concept: the passage suggests judicial intervention in death penalty cases. Analysis of answer choices: commuting the death sentences of 15 convicts to life sentences has significantly expanded the scope for judicial intervention to save the lives of convicts after the rejection of their mercy petitions. Correct. This supports the idea of clemency jurisprudence. B. The court has laid down fresh rules to humanize the treatment of those facing the gallows, right up to the moment of their execution and even after that. Incorrect. The passage focuses on clemency, not humane treatment. C. The breadth of this ruling is not as impressive. It fails to remove all lingering doubts about the rule against undue delay. Incorrect. This criticizes the ruling, not supports it. D. The court has crafted a new rule that families of convicts ought to be informed in writing as soon as their mercy petitions are rejected. Incorrect. This is not directly related to clemency jurisprudence. Correct answer: commuting the death sentences of 15 convicts to life sentences has significantly expanded the scope for judicial intervention to save the lives of convicts after the rejection of their mercy petitions. Final answers: A. Creativity is crushed by orthodoxy. B. As long as education does not cultivate an integrated outlook on life, it has very little significance. A. Education should help us to discover lasting values so that we do not merely cling to formulas or repeat slogans. C. But you can hold the growth of unsackable, unaccountable staff. B. This finds support in Nami's view that big ideas are less important than mundane and even base considerations. A. Commuting the death sentences of 15 convicts to life sentences has significantly expanded the scope for judicial intervention to save the lives of convicts after the rejection of their mercy petitions. Explanation and answers for questions 37 to 40. Question 37. Given statement: comparison between two countries becomes difficult because various factors such as size, culture, history, geography, natural endowments, geopolitics, and internal polity come into play. Concept. The passage explains that differences in internal political systems, natural resources, and cultural factors make country comparisons difficult. Homogeneous backgrounds are rare among countries. Analysis of answer choices. Only A incorrect. While political systems contribute, the passage includes other factors. B. Only A and B correct. The passage mentions internal polity and natural cultural differences as key challenges. C. Only A and C incorrect. Homogeneous backgrounds are not the main challenge in country comparisons. D. All the three A, B, and C incorrect. C is not strongly supported by the passage. Correct answer. B. Only A and B. Question 38 Given statement. Documents describing the Chinese vision state that science and technology constitute premier productive forces. They also point to the absence of mechanisms and institutions in their economic activity to promote dependencies on science and technology. Concept. The passage mentions three major pitfalls: lack of orientation of science and technology towards economic growth, lack of mechanisms to promote science and technology, neglecting science and technology as a tool for empowerment. Analysis of answer choices. Only A and B incorrect. Neglecting science as a strategic tool is also stated as a pitfall. B. Only B and C incorrect. Lack of orientation is also highlighted. C. Only A and C incorrect. Lack of mechanisms is also a key issue. D. All the three A, B, and C correct. The passage mentions all three pitfalls explicitly. Correct answer. D. All the three A, B, and C. Question 39 Given statement. The Chinese vision is aimed at exploiting state-of-art science and technology to enhance national power and improve people's living standards. It focuses on resolving problems in industrial and agricultural production while managing population pressure and environmental issues. Concept. China's vision has three expected results: augment people's standard of living, tackle population pressure, utilize modern technology for latent power. Analysis of answer choices. Only A and B incorrect. C is also an expected result. B. Only B and C incorrect. A is also mentioned in the passage. C. Only A and C incorrect. B is also an expected result. D. All the three A, B, and C correct. The passage supports all 3 points. Correct answer. D. All the three A, B, and C. Question 40 Given statement. China's growth strategy emphasizes economic and social development by relying on advances in science and technology. Concept. The passage emphasizes that science and technology drive economic growth. It does not say that population alone leads to development or that economic growth can occur without technology. Analysis of answer choices. Enormous population of the country can be positively utilized for developments. Incorrect. The passage focuses on science and technology, not population. B. Scientific and technological principles may not necessarily be instrumental in economic growth. Incorrect. The passage emphasizes their necessity. C. Harmonious development of a country can take place even in the absence of technology upgradation. Incorrect. The passage states technology is crucial. D. Economic growth needs to be driven by science and technology. Correct. This perfectly aligns with the passage's theme. Correct answer. D. Economic growth needs to be driven by science and technology. Final answers. B. Only A and B. D. All the three A, B, and C. D. All the three A, B, and C. D. Economic growth needs to be driven by science and technology. OBS 30